following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in today's episode of I Love God. How many individuals out there just love God? You just love God for His presence. You love God for being there for you. You love God for helping you in your trying times. You know, you just love Him so much because He provides for you on a daily basis. And we just thank Him for that, right? So now that we thank God for what He does and thank Him for the things that's coming in the future, my question to you is, how often do you sacrifice yourself to continue the relationship with God? Now, you're probably saying, Kalima, what do you mean by that? What I'm saying is, He does so much for us, right? He provides for us. He takes care of our needs. He gives us our wants. You know, the things that we ask for, He get it because He did say, ask and it shall be given. But my thing to you is, right, He's being so good blessing you. How are you showing Him you're grateful? And that's when I ask you, are you sacrificing enough? So again, you're probably saying, Kalima, sacrifice what? Sacrifice the things that look good in His eyes and not to you. Yeah, that means that the one thing that you can probably love doing best, are you willing to sacrifice that to please God? And you know, as they call it in today's world, it can be, you know, a sin that has so much pleasure behind it. I'm just going to take an example, right? An alcoholic. Being an alcoholic is a sin. So you're saying to yourself, God, I love you, but this drink is everything to me. And you know He doesn't like it. Let me dig a little deeper why He doesn't like that. Because you have to remember, He is a jealous God. He wants all the attention on Him. So what you're really saying to Him is, wait a minute, I give you everything and you trying to tell me what I give you is not enough, so you have to go run to alcohol? Am I not your comforter? Because you call me comforter, but then you have this other thing that you're using because you know why? Because you're idolizing the alcohol. You see, you get me? You're idolizing that one thing that you're saying. You're what indirectly how God is taking is that indirectly you're telling me my grace, my everything that I give to you, my mercy and everything is not good enough because you're dependent on that to take you, to your comfort level. I'm not enough. This is why He said, don't lust over the worldly things. It's how we go about it, how we're using it, how we're abusing it. But sometimes, you got to also remember this too. I understand that sometimes when it's just a repetitive habit and it's something that you're used to, you don't even realize, wow, this one thing that I'm doing, is really, I'm so focused on it that I'm pretty much telling God that I need you, but I need that other thing too. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back after this message.
Lady K Enterprises are now licensed in the state of Pennsylvania and New York to help you with your insurance needs from auto, homeowner, life insurance, and home security. For additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374. Again, for additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374.
Now, please do not confuse something that's a need in your life versus as a lustful habit of yours. Okay? And I'm going to break that down. If you have a medical condition and you need the drugs to help you, please don't be silly and say, Kalima said I don't need. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay? Please use your common sense and please, make sure certain things are just that simple where, you don't take away too out of content. Okay? Because that's not the message that I'm sending here. I'm just telling you that one thing that you are lusting over, or that one thing you feel like you can't give up because it still needs to soothe you. God can have his hand in it, but you're still using other stuff. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Are we willing to sacrifice the things that we lust after and that we love so much? Because honestly, we're not supposed to. Because again, it just takes the attention away from him. So I'm telling you, and I'm saying it over to you again, what are you willing to sacrifice for him? Because he sacrificed his son for us. He gave us grace and mercy every day. And that's why he said every day is a brand new beginning. Forget every year. Every day that you wake up and you open your eyes, you have the opportunity to change in your life what is going on. And then guess what? Let me tell you this. Just because you say, you know what, I'm going to give this up, real fast. Sometimes it may not go that fast. It is a challenge, but I want you to still dare yourself. And then you got to also ask, so how is this really this one thing helping me and my family? And at the same time, too, am I being selfish? Because sometimes we all have selfish tendencies. And come on, we all do. We all do. But at the same time, too, like I'm saying, what are you willing to sacrifice to your Father to show him, Father, not only am I going to tell you I love you, but I am also going to show you. And Father, I'm going to let you know that this one thing that I got a problem with is not greater than you. You are sufficient enough. I just have to realize that I can do this with you and you're going to take me through it and I can leave that one thing alone. That's all I'm saying to you. And don't be like, I promise right now, I'm going to quit right away. Now, if you know you're not going to, don't make that promise. Don't do that to yourself. You really don't. You don't want to make the promises. But if you say, Lord, if you help me, I'm going to help myself. And I'm going to take a step each time on this one thing. Because you do so much for me, I want to do this for myself. But then the greater reward, I want to do this to you because I want to show you that I love you. And that I know that you always have my back. And that I know giving this one thing up will help me and my family. It might even help strengthen relationships. Think about that too. Sometimes we get to a point of our life where, you may get stagnant or you may get some complacent where you're comfortable to do certain things and you see nothing wrong with it and other individuals are trying to tell you or bring it up to your attention what they may not like, but you're so blinded you can't see. Sometimes you have to step back and look at the whole picture. And ask yourself, you know what part do I play in this? And then again, when you see what part you play and you really have your realization, it's like, okay, are you willing to sacrifice? And sometimes I'm going to tell you this too. Sometimes God he allow us to get in certain places so he can get us to a certain position because he's trying to get our attention and he knows you're struggling with it. But here's the thing about it. Because he's grateful and he's merciful, he's going to give you chances. But don't be like, I promise. Like the boy who cried wolf and then never come through. He's still going to love you, but he's going to be like, all right, I'm waiting for you to show me. I'm waiting for you because I know you can get through this. See, the world, we might, get on you harshly about that one thing you're not willing to sacrifice. But God, He's going to give you the chance. He's going to, move you, but He does it gracefully. It's so sweet. Like, it doesn't feel sweet, like when you're going through it, but at the end, the reward is sweet. It is. And then you got to also remember, too, don't get mad of certain situations because sometimes you put yourself in that mess. That's not Him. That was you. So please, don't be like, oh, I'm so angry, God. No. But I thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. Continue to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Lady K Chat. And you have a wonderful night. And I hope you are willing to Correction. I hope you are willing to sacrifice, to continue to please God. Good night, everyone.
Lady K.